So I thought we'd try something different today and do a tier list. Now, I've not really done a COD tier list before, but I used to do these a lot on Apex, so let's go with this and see how it goes. I put the 16 maps into a tier list, kind of ranked it S to C, as you'll see in a minute, and I want to know if you guys agree with it and why you don't, what you disagree with, and why, basically. I wanted to see what maps I actually enjoyed, which ones I didn't, and then I ended up making a video on it. So, hopefully it goes down well, but yeah, enjoy it, guys. So let's get into the tier list. I've got S tier to C tier, S being really good, C being really crap, obviously. We got 16 maps to go through. I've played over a day of this game already. It's been out for like, well, 4 or 5 days. So I've played a lot. Certain maps I've actually hardly played at all. It's really odd. Some maps you get a lot more than others. It's not even about the voting, it's just like what pops up. So I'll explain a bit of that, and I want to get your guys' opinions on the maps here, because I know a lot of people probably didn't play these in the past, and how they play on the new one. Overall, I actually think they're quite good. I think most of them are pretty good. There's a couple that are a bit like, a bit dodgy. But we're going to get loads of maps on this game, we know that. There's 4 maps that are already coming from MW3, and to be honest, I don't really mind as many maps as they want to add. You can't really complain about having more maps. I think Terminal 24/7 is just around the corner as well. But starting off here, we're going to get rid of a couple ones that I really don't think deserve to be any higher than the C tier. First of all, I'm going with Estates. Now, this map is horrendous. There's nothing else to say about it. That house there is literally high ground. The big house, everyone knows at the top. There's 2 places on the whole map that actually plays, and that's in the house, and then where the B flag is, and the smaller kind of like farm-looking house, garage thing. And it is horrendous. You pair that with the evil Groot skin, and you can't even see people running around. Honestly, I hate it. I think I've played it like 4 times, because I know a lot of people also hate it. But for me, that is the only C tier map on here. I don't think any of the other maps are horrendously bad. I just think Estates is genuinely terrible. I will also add that I've mostly played Domination on these maps, so it does change you up a little bit, because I like to have kind of know where people are spawning kind of thing. So I'm basing this off playing a lot of Domination, just saying. So we're going to move up here and go to the B tier next. B tier wise, these are maps that are just decent. I don't think they're bad, I don't think they're really good. And I'm going to chuck Derail in here. Derail is huge, and it is a massive, massive map, and I know that. The big building in the middle is alright, but it is really big for a 6v6 map. But if you snipe on it, it actually is really good. Sniping on Derailed, and I don't mind getting Derailed occasionally, and then you can play just a sniper game, get your snipers ranked up. It changes things up. I really don't mind it. I think it's a lot better than Estates is. And to be honest, B tier is quite tough for me, because Wasteland's one of them ones that's kind of, it would normally be in here. This is Wasteland. I've not really played this map at all. I think I've played it twice in like, I've played maybe 70, 80 games, and I've literally played it like twice. And so my opinion of it's not great, but the games I have played, a lot of people just fight for the middle bit, which is quite fun. You can go around the edge if you want to and just get sniped at, but yeah, it's up to you. I think Wasteland is actually a decent map on this game. I wouldn't put it down there. I know a lot of people would. And the final map that I think I'm going to put into the B tier is going to be Subbase. Now, Subbase is a funny one. Sometimes it plays really well, and I think it depends on the team you have, but sometimes it just seems to it just flips constantly. It is a really weird one for me. Maybe I've not played it enough to really like understand it properly, but for me it's alright, but it could be better, and maybe it will get better over time. So moving on to the A tier. Now I think most of the maps are going to be in here, because I don't want to put them all in the S tier, but I think most of the maps are going to be quite good, and that's what A tier is about. So starting off here, I'm going to go with Afghan. Now, Afghan I actually really enjoyed, but once again, I haven't even played it that much. I swear Wasteland and Afghan are my least played maps on this game. I just don't seem to get them very often. I don't know why. I'm always playing FLLA and Skidrow. Seems like the same maps as the beta. Really weird. But Afghan, I just have the potential to go to S tier. It does play well. It's just very open for my liking, but it's like a sniper's dream. So I'm sure some people will like it more than me. I'm going to next go Underpass for A. Underpass is a weird one, because I used to really dislike it, but it seems to play better on this game. I'm not too sure why. It's quite open, quite dark, but it still looks quite good, and I've always enjoyed Underpass, but I know a lot of people could put it down in the B, C tier quite easily. I do have a friend that really, really hates it already. I know he plays Free-for-All, but Free-for-All probably does not play well on that map. What else we got here? So, Invasion. Do you know what? I missed Invasion out, and I'm putting Invasion in B tier as decent, because I don't think it deserves anything more than that. It's another map that I've not played of much, but whenever you play it, the B flag's like right in the middle, and then everyone just sits right at the back, and the spawn just doesn't change. It just sits right at the back, and everyone just sits there. Never played well. I've never had a good game on Invasion where I've gone, nah, that was enjoyable. So that is staying down in decent. I don't think it's as bad as the States, because I don't think anything can be. but I'm putting that down in there as well. So moving on now, what have we got? Favela, Highrise, Rundown. Oh, Rundown going good. Now Rundown, if you've played this map on Domination, it is like the weirdest. It's incredible to play because B is literally on a bridge that there's angles from 4 different ways, and you can get hit by nades, you can get hit by anything. And for like a team game, if you have like a 6v6, that map is really, really fun, and it is good. That's why I put it in the good tier, but I wouldn't put it in the S tier, you know. And next I'm gonna go Quarry. Quarry actually plays really weird now because you can climb like every single rock, so there's a lot of places you can sit, and it has changed a lot from what it was like when it first came out in MW3, MW2, and yeah, it has changed a lot, but I think it's still a good map, and there's a lot of areas that you can kind of play on it. Yeah, all around B's right in the middle as well. It makes a big difference to me, so I think it's still a good map. Now let's have a look at these. So we got Favela, Highrise, Karachi. Karachi I'll put in good. Karachi's actually grown on me a lot. I don't remember ever kind of really enjoying Karachi as a map, but I've had a lot of good gameplays on it. It's actually this building right here, like the one on the the screen. You sit in this area here or on top of this one, and you find that they either spawn over here or you get a good line of sight for the ADOM, which is actually really nice. That's kind of what these maps are about, to be honest, just having somewhere to play. And what should we go with? There's one more I want to go with here, and that is going to be... Rust is a funny one for me, because I never quite decide if I really enjoy it or not. It is really weird. I enjoy it sometimes I hate it. So it's going to stay there for now. I'm going to chuck... I think I'm going to put Favela in good. Favela for me, it just plays so weird. Sometimes it just... I don't know. I feel like having the A and the B flag, and if you have C, if the other team has C in the corner of the map, the back of the map, it's just all low ground. I don't think it works very well, but it's still a good map. I'm not going to put it down that much. And the final one I will actually put in A tier. It does have the potential to be S tier, and I definitely have S tier games on it, but sometimes it just doesn't play very well for me. And it's essentially going to be Terminal. I don't know what it is about Terminal, but if you spawn one side, which is the side with like the scanner things that you run through, if you spawn that side, you just seem to get dominated because there's more lines of sight from the other side. You get like the plane and you get the front of that big building with the roof you can get on. Terminal just seems really one-sided to me, and if you spawn on one side it's a great game, if you spawn on the other side this can be a crap game. It depends who holds what flag, so it is a really weird one. For me it's good. It does have the potential to be S tier. For some people I'm sure it is, because it is an absolute classic map. But that takes us into the S tier maps for me, and it's quite funny that I think these were the beta maps, right? No, I'm not sure Scrapyard was in the beta, but anyway, Scrapyard is actually chaotic now. I don't remember it from MW2 much, but it is chaos, and I really enjoy it. So just because of the chaos, it actually gets in S tier for me. I think it's actually a... Why does it move back? I think it's actually a really good map now, and it does take a bit of getting used to because it just seems to have line of sights from everywhere. But most games I play on it, I quite enjoy, and I feel like it's quite an even game, so... That's my reasons. Next one's going to be Highrise. I think Highrise, the thing about Highrise on this game is it has the worst spawns in the game. I don't know what it is, but they constantly just flip. And I think it might be down to teammates a lot of the time, because they don't understand that if you run in their spawn, they're going to flip. So I'm not going to completely blame... I know the spawns aren't great on it. They weren't in the beta either. But it just seems that sometimes the spawns are dodgy, but you can't take away how like good the map is. It's still really, it plays well. The B flag's right in the middle. It's always like a good battle for the end game, and it is overall still a very good map. Rust is going in there because it's one of them. It's like a classic, like 1v1 on Rust is one of the most iconic things about COD. But sometimes you just plays crap. But I also think that's due to like the skill-based matchmaking in this game. And if you have a team of 6 really good players that know every line of sight in the game, you're going to get battered. And if you have 6 really good players on your team and you come against a team that are kind of crap, you're probably really going to enjoy it and get loads of kills. So if you're on that side, I put it in S tier. The final one's going to be Skidrow. Skidrow is actually a map that I didn't ever remember really enjoying on the past kind of CODs that I played it on. But this one, I really think is good. The whole kind of strip of the building where B is on Dom is a great place to fight. It's really close range. And then if you want to play a bit longer range, there's a lot of areas you can play ARs around the edge. And there's obviously the straight through the tunnel? Corridor? Don't know what to call it. But where everyone sits on the steps and snipes straight through B. Overall, I think it's a really good map. And it's actually one of my favourites that I like playing at the moment. I've got the most high kill games probably on that. The other thing I'll mention is the War mode. The War mode kind of has crossfire in the middle of it. I've done a video about it already. If you haven't played War, I recommend giving it a go. And the War map actually is kind of interesting. It's really good at the start, Then the middle crossfire bit gets a bit crap, to be honest, and then the end's really fun as well. So that's where it sits for me. I'm not going to put it anywhere. I'll probably put it in at good here if I was to add it to this. But for now, that is the 16 maps, and this has been my first tier list. Tier lists are kind of a thing that I don't see a lot of people do with Call of Duty. On Apex, which I used to make content kind of on, tier lists were everywhere, and they were really, like, they were common. So I might start trying to whack out some tier lists. If you enjoy this, let me know, and also let me know your opinion on this. If you want to do this exact tier list I have, I will post this link into the description. You can just click it, it's just a website, and you can do it yourself and show me, or it does make you really think about what maps you enjoy, but I'm sure some people will have these like completely upside down. The opinions of people is great, it depends what guns you run a lot of the time as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Peace out for now.